lovelier flower on earth was never sown. This child I to myself will take. She shall be mine, and I will make a lady of my own. The words of William Wordsworth, written almost 2 centuries ago. Once again, that stanza found with the body. And in these last 2 months, these words have taken on a new meaning.
Wire marks around the throat, tape, same vicinity, and the poetry. Let's go.
25-year-old Linda Phillips, the 4th victim of the Valley Strangler. The police department special task force, headed by Lieutenant Matthew Rankin, has yet to come up with one solid piece of evidence. So the women of the Valley will continue to have to think twice before they open a door or step out of a car after dark.
His first victim, Ellen Schreiner, 21 years old, a waitress, single, divorced her husband 2 years ago. Number 2, Barbara Newman, née Harris, 24, a dance school instructor. Strangled 5 weeks ago. Also got a divorce 3 months before her death.
You are making some point, Kate.
Emily Bergman, 28 years old, part-time travel agent and 3rd-year law student. Engaged to a Samuel Agajanian. Murdered just a month before the date set for her wedding.
All in jobs where they met the public.
And finally, last night's victim, Linda Phillips. 25, single, but living with someone. She was an employee of the Bound for Glory bookstore.
The point, Kate, they were all single.
The other point, I'm trying to establish a pattern, a common denominator. All single and in jobs where they dealt with the public. But I just can't see where any of it leads.
Why all this personal interest now, after 2 months and 4 killings?
Because this one, Linda, I bought some books from her in that store, and she did some research for me. What a sweet, lovely, charming young girl, and so full of life.
That does make it personal.
Terrifyingly personal and awfully close to home. That killer could have been in that bookstore while I was in there, for all I know. Maybe choosing his next victim. He might just as well have chosen me, Josh.
Indeed. You fit the pattern, Kate.
Excuse me. You're Doug Telford, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you probably don't remember me. We met just once, briefly, one day when I was in here getting some help from Linda.
The face is familiar, but I don't...
Kate Callahan.
Oh, yeah. I do remember you now.
I'm terribly sorry. I know how much of a shock it must have been for you.
Do I take that as a personal expression? Or an opening from a reporter out for an exclusive story on Linda's ex-boyfriend?
I certainly understand how important your relationship with Linda was.
I moved out a month ago at Linda's request. Or as the police put it, she threw me out.
The police brought you in for questioning?
Questioning? They hit on me for 4 hours straight. Why'd she throw you out, Doug? Somebody else move in and take your place? Made you pretty sore, didn't it, Doug? Couldn't stand being thrown out, could you? 4 hours of that.
Well, unfortunately, that sort of thing is part of their job. The police have to ask questions.
Unfortunately, I had to answer them. But I don't have to answer you.
I don't blame you for having hostile feelings after what you've been through. But believe me, I am not interested in sensationalizing Linda's death. I am trying to learn something that will help prevent any more of these murders.
Sorry, miss, we're closing now.
Closing? The sign on the door says open from 9 to 9.
No more. Not after what happened to Linda last night.
Well, I guess I can't blame you. Doug, listen.
Don't waste your breath. I have nothing to say to you or any other reporters.
Come in.
Dr. Marco.
Yes.
If I'd known you were on the force, I'd renew my contract.
My name's Kate Callahan. I'm a reporter.
Nice to meet you. You're eyeing me suspiciously. The adult realities of this job make an occasional retreat into childhood necessary. Would you, care to retreat with me?
Well, maybe next time. I'll bring my jump rope.
You don't like toys, all right? We'll play doctor. Let me guess, you want to find out who the Strangler is?
That is right.
Me too.
Well, certainly you've put together some kind of profile on the man.
Yes, I have. A definite, schizoid personality type. There, that's neat. Even makes me seem credible.
May I sit down?
Of course, of course.
Could you elaborate?
Oh, Clark Kent by day. Simple, ordinary fellow, and then something happens, something clicks, and, whew.
But why? Why?
Schizophrenia, as the experts have termed it, is something that is usually developed during the early and formative stages of childhood. I could guess that the Strangler comes from a broken home, abandoned by his father, or his mother, or he hates his mother for dominating his father, or he is jealous of his mother's love for his father. In other words, I don't know. Here, look at these. You see anything?
Well, I mean, it could be 100 people. They don't even look alike.
That's because you don't have the training. Look at the bridges of the noses in each of these sketches.
You're right. They're all a little angular. Really, I didn't even notice that. What does that mean?
I haven't the foggiest idea. All I have is the external evidence to go on myself. And the MO, it signifies a whole lot of different things.
So, in fact, you're in the dark along with the rest of us.
Oh, well, if you're there, then I am happy to be there, too.
Doctor, I really appreciate your trying to lighten the mood in an otherwise horrible situation. But as a single woman living in the valley, I gotta tell you, I'm scared. Scared silly.
Yeah. And it's my considered opinion that that reaction is completely normal.
They're bringing someone in for questioning on the Strangler case.
Questioning? It looks more like plans for an inquisition, my Lord. Why all the media hype?
I guess the DA's arranged a leak. Take off some of the heat, make a big show.
A spectacle is more like it. What have they got on him?
Well, he works here, and this place does overlook the reservoir where all the bodies were found, and a blue convertible was spotted near the scene. He drives the blue convertible, and he fits the general description.
You mean like those composite sketches?
Well, the sketches were made from an eyewitness report.
There he is.
What's his name, Lieutenant? Come on, tell us something.
What have you got on him, officer? Is he the Strangler?
Let's go. That's it.
Come in, come in.
Dr. Atwater? Excuse me, Dr. Atwater, my name is Kate Callahan. I'm with the Valley Advocate.
Another reporter.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I just wanted to ask...
What do you know about computers?
Oh, not too much.
That's too bad. A new security system. Doors, windows, any vulnerable entrance. A 6-year-old could shut up this place like a drum.
About Mitchell Radnor, I wanted
Mitchell Radnor. Yeah, he's that special rarity, you know, the creative scientist. Young man of imagination and courage.
Well, so then you had no problems with him.
No. I can't understand why the police did this.
For one thing, the reservoir isn't very far from here. And according to witnesses, the Strangler probably drove a blue convertible.
I see. Well, Mitchell did drive a blue convertible. Well, so does everyone else around here.
What?
His keys are over here. On occasion, as need be. We all use the car. Used it myself yesterday to go to the campus.
Atwater went to bat for Radnor, didn't he?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Ivan Warchow. You a reporter?
Yes.
I can tell you something about Mitchell, I bet Atwater didn't.
Oh?
He didn't mention the contact, did he?
The contact?
Radnor's contact with an intelligent civilization in outer space last year. Turned out to be a deep embarrassment for the entire department.
You mean he imagined he spoke to this civilization?
Yeah. He got hopped up about radio signals he picked up. They turned out to be a pulsar, one that was discovered months before.
Well, aren't astronomers allowed to make mistakes, too?
Yeah, well, if I had made that mistake, Atwater would have handed me to the board on a silver platter.
You know, it sounds like old-fashioned, down-home sibling rivalry to me.
What are you talking about?
Well, did you go through something like this with a brother or a sister when you were growing up?
I was an only child. My parents split up when I was 2. What does that have to do with Radnor, huh?
Nothing, apparently.
Nail Designs, Judy Fielding speaking. Oh, hi. I didn't expect to hear from you. No, I don't think getting together tonight is such a good idea. The way things have been going lately. I don't even get off work here till after 6, and I don't really... Okay, I'll think about it. Well, call me later. I've got a customer.
What do you want?
Just to talk to you.
Why? You didn't miss that carnival. I saw you.
Yes, I was there.
So you got your story. Young astronomer is Valley Strangler suspect. What do you want now? A personal interview with the psycho?
I'd like your side of the story before I write anything.
My side of the story isn't very sensational. It's quite simple. I'm innocent.
Listen, can I come in or can't I?
You sure you want to be alone with a murderer?
I'll risk it.
Okay. So what do you want to know, huh? Do I have a history of mental illness? They asked me that. Did the girls scream while I strangled them? They asked me that, too.
That's not what I had in mind.
Huh? They also asked me if I enjoyed watching the victims die.
Are you talking about the police or the press?
What difference does it make? It all comes out the same. You pick up any newspaper tomorrow and you see.
Not my newspaper.
Oh, what's wrong with your newspaper? Doesn't it like to boost its circulation with juicy stories?
Mitchell, did the police do this?
Oh, you can't have a railroading without evidence.
And did they find anything?
Of course. And they impounded it. My copy of Wordsworth poems with that page dog-eared.
Well, why did you do that?
The police had the same reaction. Because I was curious about the poem when I read about the strangling, so I looked it up. I bet 100 people in the valley did the same thing.
They couldn't have brought you in just because you dog-eared the page with that poem.
Oh, no. No. They also had some other hard evidence. Sketches. Police sketches. Did you see them?
Oh, police sketches all look the same to me. They all look sinister.
And this face?
Well, if the artist had your face in mind, I think you should go back to art school.
Well, based on those police sketches, they put me in the lineup.
And?
And nothing. The witness that they had on the other side of the spotlights couldn't identify anyone as the Valley Strangler, including me.
Are you sure?
Well, they let me go, didn't they? Oh, good. At least they didn't mess this thing up.
Didn't they mention your car?
You know, it was pitch black. I'd like to see one of those cops pick out a blue car from a green car in the middle of the night, you know?
I guess someone would have to be very observant.
Well, observant is my thing, so I should know. Look up there. That's what I observe. Time and distance. Infinity. By comparison, what goes on down here is quite mundane.
Well, I think that depends on your frame of reference.
You think about it. If the solar system died, suddenly the sun burned out somewhere, light years away, a kid on some planet might be sitting on his front porch looking up. And what do you think he sees? A pretty light in the sky. An entire species is wiped out of existence, and that's all it is. A pretty light.
Well, that's very profound, Mitchell, but I don't see how it relates.
To most people, my life, my existence, is just another light about to go out.
This is Kate Callahan calling from the Valley Advocate. Could you tell me, has Samuel Agajanian returned from Canada yet? Oh, I see. Well, then could you have him call me back as soon as he does return? Yes. Yes, it is about Emily Bergman. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Really, you know, you should keep that door locked tonight, you know?
I thought I did. I'll talk to you in just a minute, as soon as my heart starts beating again. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I couldn't stay home. It's like a three-ring circus back there with all those kooks driving by to see where the monster lives. Besides, I wanted to thank you for that article you wrote. It's the only one that doesn't just about accuse me.
Maybe if you got away for a while.
Oh, yeah, that'd look great to the police. They advised me to stay put. Besides, there's nowhere else for me to go. My cousin called from New York. It seems Mitchell Radner is now on network news.
Couldn't you visit some friends?
Ah, yeah, my friends. They, it seems, have mysteriously contracted the Radner virus. She's sorry, Mitch. Can't make it tonight. Maybe some other time, okay?
What about your parents?
Oh, it's been hard enough on them as it is.
I wish there was something I could do.
I thought you'd never ask. There is, if you're not too busy tonight.
Ah. Unfortunately, I do have a babysitter with her meter running overtime.
I thought maybe you'd be interested in coming up to the observatory. Things really fade away up there. It's really something to see at night.
I would like to do that sometime. Very much. How about a rain check?
Well, I'll pick a star and make a wish for you.
If I were you, I'd make that wish for myself.
get your kicks, Radner? Watching people making out in the woods? I think one of us should call the police.
Keep dragging Mitchell in every time somebody is killed.
Kate, the man's a suspect. Now, they have to question him.
What are those?
Photographs of tire tracks found by the reservoir.
Mitchell's car?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Kate, a lot of kids use that spot to make out. Now, we have to sort out the tire tracks.
I'm telling you, if you can't hold on to that depraved maniac, I'll do it myself. I promise you.
Fielding, come with me.
What was that all about?
It's the latest victim's estranged husband. His name's Fielding. He just flew in from San Diego. Nice thing to come home to.
Oh. Same MO?
Seems to be.
Mike, it says here the woman was dead at least a half hour before her body was discovered. And her body was discovered at 9:15. Well, at 8:30, Mitchell was with me at the Advocate. There is no way he could have made it from my office to the reservoir in that time.
Well, the coroner says at least a half an hour. Could be up to an hour.
This is very odd.
What is?
The latest copy of the words from the Wordsworth poem. It was typed on a different typewriter than the others.
Well, no one said the guy's stupid.
Well, did you try and match the note with all of the typewriters at Mitchell's disposal?
There is a ball typewriter at the observatory. But, Kate, like I told you, we can't prove it's the one the killer used.
Mike.
1 second. Listen, what you said about Redden will be very important. I'll tell the task force about it. I think we want to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Fielding, do the police have any new leads?
People back off. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Holly is all right.
Who are you? What about Rad? Told you no more questions.
Are they going to indict Radner?
Come on, Mr. Fielding, give us a break, will you?
Listen, I know it's not much, Mike, but the mud on Fielding's tires could be from the area where all the bodies were found.
Well, we'll check it out. But Radner has no alibi for the time before he came to see you at the Advocate. So, Kate, despite what you told us, he's still a prime suspect.
Well, where did Mitchell say he was?
Home, looking through his telescope, alone.
You know, I find it very hard to believe that he could have killed someone and then come to see me perfectly calm. Mike, will you please check the mud on Fielding's tires?
All right. I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
I really shouldn't be doing this, you know.
Well, I'm sure Mitchell would want me to.
The police were here again. What is it you're looking for?
Frankly, I'm really not sure.
Well, be sure you lock up before you leave.
I will. Thank you.
Telescope almost every night.
Are you sure you saw Mitchell up there at 8 o'clock?
I always listen to the radio out here. They always give the time on the radio. He was there from 7:30 to at least 8 o'clock.
Well, then there is no conceivable way he could have committed that murder. You have to let the police know, Mrs. Winston.
Just a minute, please. Kate. There's someone here to see you.
Oh.
You said his name was Agajanian?
Oh, Sam Agajanian. Thanks, Stuart. Mr. Agajanian, I'm Kate Callahan. Thank you so much for coming by.
I was in the neighborhood. Something about Emily.
Yeah, please sit down. Could I get you a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
I realize how painful this must be for you, bringing it up again, but about your wedding plans, I assume they were publicized.
The society page.
Oh, that must have been a terribly difficult time for you, calling all the people who received invitations.
They were never sent. A week before Emily died, she called it off.
Oh, Emily called off the wedding?
She decided to go for a master's degree. I guess she thought being married would interfere with her career. Now, what did you want to know about Emily?
Mr. Agajanian, you just told me everything I wanted to know.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to see somebody about the Strangler.
Oh, look, ma'am, everybody wants to see someone about the Strangler.
That may be so, but I know you're holding the wrong man. Perhaps you'd like your supervisor to know that you didn't help me.
Right in here, Mrs. Weston. Now, if you'll just wait here just for a moment. Winston? Lieutenant Rankin? Come in.
Well, Mrs. Winston?
That's him. That's my neighbor. I see you at your telescope all the time.
What happened? How come they let you go? Who are you, lady? You have to do with this.
What's all this about, Ratner? Give us a story. Give us a story.
So, that is the pattern. I mean, I'm sure of it. Linda Phillips had been living with her boyfriend for 3 years. They broke up. She caused the breakup. Both divorced women initiated their divorces, and Emily Bergman called off her wedding.
All ended some long-term relationship. And in each case, it was the woman's decision. I'll give you 10 to 1 that our killer's parents were separated. I'll give you almost the same odds that his mother rejected his father. Well, the killer as a child felt deprived of a father and enraged at his mother.
Do you know something? That other graduate student at the observatory, his parents were separated, and he had access to Mitchell's car. Yes, you can. I'm looking for a Mr. George Appleby.
There's nobody around here by that name?
I don't believe it. Somebody must have handed me a bum steer. I'm terribly sorry. I'm so sorry to bother you. Thank you. Yes, Sergeant Farrick, please.
Check out the tires on that car.
Police, open up.
Got a warrant. don't understand. What's going on?
Will you people please explain what's happening?
Radnor's clear on your girlfriend's murder, so we've got some questions that need answers.
Looks like a match, Lieutenant.
Hi there.
Are you looking for my mother?
Yeah.
She isn't home yet.
Oh, she's still at the newspaper office?
I don't know, but she usually gets home around now. Who are you?
My name's Mitchell.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
Hi.
You know my mother?
Yes, I do. And you're very lucky. She's a very nice person.
Yeah, except when I don't do my homework.
Oh, yeah? And my father was the one that made me do mine. And if I didn't do it, he really let me have it.
He used to, my father. But he doesn't live here anymore.
Why not?
Well, he and Mommy got a divorce. But I still see him a lot. Weekends and other times when he's in town.
Hi, Mom. Hi, darling. Dinner's in an hour, Jenny. How you doing?
Mrs. Winston told me what you did. And I am here to thank you again.
Hey, forget the thanks. Just go back to work and discover something important. Listen, I gotta start dinner. You wanna come inside?
I'd like to, but I can't. I gotta get back to the observatory. Tonight's my last night there. I've been dropped from the program.
Dropped? But Mitchell, you were cleared.
Yeah, now that I'm off the hook with the police, I'm on the hook with the university board.
I don't understand.
They gave Dr. Atwater an ultimatum. Me or the program. I'm bad for their image.
Oh, Mitchell. Yeah. What are you gonna do now?
I'm not sure. They've given me 2 days to finish up 4 years of research. Do you believe that? But look, since it is my last night, I would really like it if you were to pick up on that rain check. I mean, it's the only way I know how to thank you. By giving you a real look at the stars. Something, by the way, you have never seen before.
Oh, I'm sure I can get a sitter. What time is good?
Anytime after dark.
8-ish?
Perfect.
Good. I will see you then.
This plus the exact match on his car tires and the motel in San Diego where he booked a room and didn't use it should button it up.
Well, thanks to the kid, you can turn it over to the media.
Yeah, but he's not on Strangler. This is the only poem typed on that machine, and the method of strangulation varied somewhat.
Well, the guy's a copycat then, huh?
Yeah, he probably figured it was a good cover for eliminating all his domestic problems while keeping all the community property.
Yeah.
A lovelier flower on earth was never sown. This child I to myself will take. She shall be mine, and I will make a lady of my own. Come on in.
Mitchell, don't ever let anyone tell you that you lack a flair for the dramatic.
Come on. Well, have a seat.
Oh, what are you doing?
You wanted to see stars.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm glad you came, Kate.
You sure put on a hell of a show.
I wanted it to be special.
Oh, we really are such a small part of it. The Earth isn't even a pinpoint in all of that.
I want you to hear something.
What is that?
I've made contact, Kate. Listen. It's beautiful, isn't it? I've been listening to them now for over 2 years. They really are communicating with us.
But I thought Professor Atwater had to explain to the board. I mean,
Ivan's a fool. He told you it was a pulsar, didn't he? That's what they all think it is. Just listen. Why did you make your husband leave, Kate?
What? Whatever gave you that idea?
Why did you force him to go? And leave Jenny without a father?
Mitchell, that's not the way it happened at all.
Shh. Listen. Hours. Minutes, seconds. Above the trees somewhere. Sometime, someplace. I know about this. Something for me. Something for you. Nothing for them.
Oh, Mitchell. I really don't feel very well. Could we go out and get some air? It's getting awfully warm in here.
I know. I know. Hours turn to minutes, minutes turn to seconds, seconds turn to years. Listen. Listen to the stars. Listen. Not like you. Not like me. Secrets are kept. Secrets have to be kept, don't they? They wouldn't believe me.
Who wouldn't believe you?
The others, the other girls. I've been chosen, Kate. The others, they can't hear this. It's a secret.
But you told me.
I trust you. I believe you. Don't you believe me?
Oh, I do. Oh, of course, Mitchell.
My lovely flower. She shall be mine, and I will make a lady of my own. Sit down, Kate. I thought you believed in me.
Mitchell, I do, but it's all very new.
Just like them. Letting me grow up all those years. Letting me think that the other was my real father. Liar. Cheat. Liar. The secret has to be kept safe. You understand? This is just to make sure. So you don't tell anyone. Oh, it'll only hurt for a minute, Kate.
They're just sounds, Mitchell. They don't mean anything.
Lies, lies, lies.
Listen, Mitchell, your real father? What do you mean?
She kicked him out of the house when I was still too small to know. So I'd never know. Never know why the other always hated me.
Oh, your stepfather hated you.
All my life, I tried to please him. I never could. I never could. Never could cheat. Please, the cheat. The liar and the cheat all these years. She thought she could make it better by telling me. She told me, admitted it at last.
When you went home on vacation 2 months ago.
All those wasted years!
Make a wish upon a star, Kate.
Next on A&E, England's battle for the high seas. Laurence Olivier and Vivien Leigh star in the classic swashbuckler Fire Over England.